Magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Ngayong umaga ay patuloy nating pag-aaralan o pagbubulay-bulayan ang paggabay sa atin ng Diyos lalo sa oras ng problema. So paano tayo kino-comfort ng Diyos? So ang title natin for this morning is The Comforting God in Our Trials. Ang talata natin ngayong umaga ay 2 Corinthians chapter 1 verses 3 to 5. So sabi dito, praise be to the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. So the Father of compassion and of God of all comfort. So who comforts us in all our troubles, so that we can comfort those in any trouble with the comfort of we ourselves receive from God. So for just as we share abundantly in the sufferings of Christ, so also our comfort abounds through Christ. So in the tender verses of 2 Corinthians chapter 1 verses 3 to 5, we discover the profound nature of our God, the Father of the compassion and the source of all comfort. So let us delve into the teachings and applications nestled within these words. So our teachings for this topic is God is the God of compassion and all comfort. Our God is not a distant observer of our pain. So He is the Father of compassion and God of all comfort. So in the midst of our troubles, He draws near, offering solace and understanding. So His compassion knows no bounds, and His comfort is a soothing balm for our wounded hearts. Next is, God expects us to comfort others with the same comfort we experience from God. So having experienced the depth of God's comfort, we are called to be channels of that same comfort to others. So it's a beautiful cycle where the comfort we receive from God becomes a testimony of His grace as we extended it to those going through their own trials. Last teachings for this day is God's grace is always enough to overcome our pain. So amid sufferings and challenges, the grace of God is sufficient. His grace doesn't merely cover our pain, so it overflows, bringing healing and strength. So we share in the sufferings of Christ, but through His grace, our comfort also abounds. So, ano yung mga applications natin, di ba, na dapat i-apply for this topic, for this kung ano nag-aaralan natin, pinagbubulay-bulayan. So, una, be faithful to God and serve Him. So, in the face of trials, remain faithful to God. Trust that His compassion and comfort will sustain you. So, in your faithfulness, find ways to serve Him, recognizing that your service is a testimony of His grace at work in your life. Next is comfort others with God's comfort. So extend the comfort you've received from God to others. Be attentive to the needs of those around you, offering a listening ear, a helping hand, and words of encouragement. So your experience of God's comfort uniquely equip you to be a source of solace for others. Last application is trust that God's grace never fails. So whatever you face, trust that God's grace is enough. It's not just sufficient, it's abundant. In moment of weakness, lean on His grace, knowing that His strength is made perfect in your vulnerability. So, in conclusion, let these verses inspire you to be a vessel of God's comfort. So as you receive His compassion, may you in turn become a beacon of hope and solace for those around you.